It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, watching bubbles pop in my ring of paint. That's something I had to strain out recently and put it in a different bottle. It's, I believe it's Artist Loft. And because it's full of bubbles, because I just shook it, I'm going to give it a really quick hit with a torch. And then I'm going to take my leftover paint, which was Wintergreen, Fandango-Cerulean blue, a little bit of violet rose, and I think some Tuscan Sun. And now I'm going to add some more cerulean blue. I've got some paints to use up. One of them is called Satin Doll. I use a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. I'm also going to get that thing out of there, hopefully. If I find some tweezers. I see that little black fleck. I don't know what the other black is. So there's the Satin Doll, which seems kind of like an odd duck in this color combination, but I'm about to add some Passion, which is a primary element. The rest of them are mostly Prizm pours, which I find awesome. And you can find the paint pouring mixture or the recipes underneath the video. That I'm going to get rid of right in the bucket. This was something, and the last word was C, and it's a beautiful turquoisey gray blue. And I'm probably going to I'm probably going to be sorry I didn't stir it up. It looks like to me. So I'm going to use some more violet rose. I might put some black in here. I'm going to see how I feel about it once I put the Passion in. Which for me will probably save the day. I'm thinking about some orange. I kind of want to spread this before I tip it. I don't often do tips or dirty pours, and this is as close to a dirty pour as I can think of, really. And I am going to use an edge catcher, which is nothing more than a sheet of acetate to stop the paint from flowing off. And how am I going to deliver that? That's a good question. Maybe via spatula. That way if I have anything thick. I know I can put some black in, or some gold. I might like to actually have a container, like this little scoop. And just keep scooping it up. No idea what this is going to be like. It's not looking, it's not exciting me too much yet, but it doesn't usually make a difference. In the beginning, you never know what you're going to get in the end. I mean, there might be somebody who knows, but it's not me. Sometimes I might think I know. Sometimes I hope. But I do like to use up my leftover paints, and that's what those were. Alright, so put that in the bucket to keep the paint from setting up. Wish I hadn't dipped my spatula in there. It's okay. Just going to get that last little dollop of paint off. Throw that in the spatula along with that little scoop. See what I might want in there. I've got some paint that I haven't, I've been leaning the bottle down so that it would all collect in the neck, and if I can get some out, I'm going to put it in there. But it might have separated, which is kind of looking like it did. I'd still rather use it than not. trying to think what it was. It's probably got Tuscan Sun with a little bit of orange unicorn spit. I'm thinking I'm going to put some more pink in there, and I'm probably done with that bottle. This is the Passion. That's a Primary Elements Pigment Powder. Part of me wants to just swipe with my new tool, and I could. You know I could. Why don't we do that? There we go. I have a beautiful large tool. And I blew my bubble out. And I'm going to put my black on first, Amsterdam Black. Usually it would be pillow paint on the base of this. And I don't see my white. I wonder where it went. I think it's right there. That's not it. I found it. No, I'm not sure if I found it. That's definitely not it. Well, I have some white. Okay then. That was inconvenient. That's not it. I'll just use the purple and the gold. Well, I'd use the purple if it would open. That's not opening. Let's see if the Amsterdam White works even without Aussie Floetrol. I've got some PBO Gold, and that'll work. I see people do this like this all the time, and I always want to just swipe through. And I've got more paint if I wanted to make sure that it would flow. I wonder where that white cell activator went. It must be buried in my other bottles. That's not it. That looks like it's it. I found it, but I don't need it right now. I'm going to grab an edge catcher and see if we can tip this. I don't imagine the cells will stay together because that's the point of using bloom paint. But I do like the way that orange looks, and I'm thinking because of that, I might grab a little bit of Orange Crush. Preferably without the little paint tab that I often leave where it does not belong. Let's use a little bit more. Of the Artist Loft. Let's grab a longer edge catcher. And have some fun. Hopefully. And I used to just decide when I liked a design that I would just fill in with some other paint, which is not without its appeal. Also, moving the paint down the edge to roll it back into the painting is an option. Let's go this way. That has an appeal to me. Will I have enough time? I want to put pink in there big time. But the cells are staying better than I thought they would. I'm not sure I have what I would call an excess of paint. But I do have ways to blow things around. Which may not be perfect for the colors, because it kind of seems to blend them. But right at the moment, I'm very tempted to just go on with what I started and add some more paint. Which may or may not work. It's been a long time since I did anything like this, but it's fun to do things you haven't done for a long time and see how fresh they can become. Paint will flow to paint, as you can see, slowly, very slowly. Usually the paint doesn't run down, but we'll see. I like squishing it once I have a rolling bead, and then scraping it off and letting it flow back into the painting. Also, when I have paint on an edge catcher, that's the perfect time, or anything really, paint on anything. Scrape that off and use it to fill in right here. And use my finger to fill in the rest. Now I could definitely put some black in there. Well, that's a relative statement, depends. I should have checked that if everything was open. It would take me an hour to do a video if I had to check if everything was open. And that unfortunately poses a small problem when I want to color and I didn't check. I must have a smaller bottle. And I do. And I'm being called to adding some passion. I'm going to let that flow right down. And maybe even grab what looks to be a lump out of it. Put a little bit more because I like how that looks. Who knows what this is going to remind us of? Not a planned composition, for sure. I do like the black will usually, because it's somewhat less viscous. Is that the right way to use that word? I'm not sure. Anyway, if it's a little more liquidy, it moves better. And I'm liking the patterns I'm seeing in there. I want a straw. I might run out of time at the rate I'm going. I'm having too much fun playing with paint. Not sure about that. I got lucky and filled it in. Okay, so what am I going to do with that? I'm thinking one more here. And maybe that's 3. This is 4. Can you turn that down, please? I can hear it. I think if it's less than 10 seconds, you don't get a copyright strike, but I'm not entirely sure. That passion, Primary Elements, is the bomb and my new favorite color. So it's time to decide what happens. And I don't think I want to use a spatula I've already used before. And I do have a smaller one. This is the Mead and Black paint, which if you can't find the recipe underneath my video, please ask me, because the Mead and paint is on my link tree. Excuse me, it's on my Amazon link on my link tree that's under the video. I've got 3 minutes left. And I can always touch up that side. Actually, I can camouflage it right now. And then I have to decide what else I'm going to do. And I have a toothy tool, which I always wanted to run through some stuff. Do I have many places that I need to cover? That edge is covered. I've got a couple bubbles. I think we'll get rid of this paint right here. Right now. And maybe grab a little bit of this PBO Gold cell activator. And do a little camouflage. Hey, even if it doesn't. These are my acetate tools, and I have a recipe for them. A tutorial video, in fact, not a recipe. Sorry, I'm distracted. Didn't get to the toothy tools, and I'm not sure I'm going to. But I'm having too much fun. Serious fun. Hopefully it's not horrible, and if it is, I'll do something with it tomorrow. I kept a lot of my cells. Other people do balloon rolls, I do acetate tool edges. Makes me want to put one more purple spot in there. I'm not sure that's right, but I'm going to do it anyway, if it'll come out. It's not purple until it's on the black. It's really beautiful. Hot. It's a very nearly hot orchid. I've got to be kind of quick. I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures to make sure that there's very little chance of crazing. These remind me of flowers now. I like the weird shapes. I could put some green in. I think I might like that actually. But this is what we've got for right now. It's bizarre, and that's okay, because bizarre is good sometimes. Makes a nice change from ordinary. It was just a spontaneous need to do something bizarre. So I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. There's over 2,500 videos, and if you can't find a link by going to my channel and searching out playlists, all playlists, just ask me. I've got them saved by topic and genre. And anything that looks like it might have a little gap,